Alright, welcome back. We're going to go ahead and start off with another OU battle with one of my favorite teams. Now then, look at this team. The biggest threat we have on there might actually be him. And maybe the Heatran, depending on what it has. Gastron can wall it, but if I lose it early, we're going to be kind of screwed. Although, his Garchomp is also going to be a threat. So will the Greninja, but every Greninja is always a threat. Might lead off with Skarmory, so we're going to go ahead and lead off with Absol and Mega Evolve. He does lead off with the Skarmory. We're just going to Mega Evolve in case he decides to get spikes or something like that. He might actually also go for the Brave Bird right off the bat. I'm going to go ahead and get Taunt just to be safe so I can switch out because he probably will go for Brave Bird. Can't use Stealth Rocks. Okay, that's pretty nice. It is taunted. And most of them do carry Brave Birds. So I'm going to go ahead and go into Math. Use this chance to set up my Light Screens and my Reflects. Does carry the Brave Bird as I thought. Going to do nothing to Math. Going to set up Reflect and Light Screen. Reflect first in case he decides to stay in and go for more Brave Birds. So that we take less damage since Math has no chance of recovering, nor does he have leftovers since he's carrying Light Tay. Make the Reflects and... Whew, that's a lot of talking. Reflects and Light Screen stay up for 7 turns. He does bring in the Heatran, which will use the Fire move, which is what I'm quite scared of. Or he might beat a Physical and go for the Earthquake or Gyro Ball. Although a lot of Heatrans do carry the Flamethrower or the Fire Blast. Does carry the Fire Blast, which means he is special defense. Special defense. He does have some special attacks going on. Go ahead and Scald as he probably goes for the Toxic. We'll find out what this Heatran has. So far, we do know it is special attack. He might actually be running special attack IVs on this. See how the amount of damage it did to Gastrodon. I don't want to stay in and take another one of those. We'll go ahead and go into I3 God. He should go for the Hidden Power. Does nothing to me, so it is Grass. I'm going to go ahead and Encore him into Grass, since he will probably be going for the Flamethrower. Or Fire Blast, I'm sorry about that. And I will be faster. Gastrodon can always just recover the damage he took earlier, so as long as I play it right, we're going to be fine. I am going to Infestation to make sure he stays in and is stuck, he cannot switch out. If he does... No, let's actually go ahead and go for the Sleep Powder. Because he probably will switch since he can't do anything to me. If he stays in, we can just Infestation it, which will be quite nice. And we don't have to worry about the Heatran later if he does get the Sleep Powder and he does switch out on the turn I try to Infestation. Because then we can just have Gastrodon kill. He does switch out, brings in a Maloswine. Do unfortunately miss the Sleep Powder. Now I'm not looking forward to taking any Ice Shards or Ice Beams or whatever this he's carrying. I'm going to go ahead and go to Math. Since it is my physical wall, it will be able to take anything it has, especially since I have to Reflect up. Even if he does go for the Earthquake, I will be able to take that with ease. Unfortunately, my team has taken more damage than his has, so it's not we're quite in a bad pinch. He does go for Freeze Dry, which is quite interesting. You don't see that running around anymore. Go and Toxic, get that off. As he might set up Stealth Rocks. Since he wasn't carrying the Ice Wind, I'm not quite sure what moveset he's going to have. I love being down here at this level. I was just starting out because you never know what you're going to expect. You never know what you're going to run into. Does go into Skarmory, which is a nice move as I go for the Toxic. He will set up the Spikes, so I'm going to go into Absol or Stealth Rock, since he did carry Stealth Rocks, which will bounce it back on his field and I don't have to worry about Croissant adding Stealth Rocks on his own, so I can bring him in freely. So I thought he will go for Brave Bird this turn though, since Absol is an absolute paper-thin glass cannon. He will not be able to take anything he throws at it. I kind of want to go into Taunt, but at the same time I don't want to risk losing Absol at this point yet. So I'm going to go ahead and go into Math and go for the Reflect. He does go for Brave Bird, like I thought. Might go for a Stealth Rocks again or go for a Brave Bird. It's just not a chance I'm willing to tank. I'm going to use this chance to go into Gastrodon. He probably will go for the Stealth Rocks and get the Recover off. Actually, you know what, that's a bad idea, as I will be slower. I'm going to get my own Reflect back up. He does go for the Stealth Rocks, like I thought. But I wouldn't have been able to live the second turn, as he would have been able to Brave Bird right away. I'm going to hit set up my Light Screen, as he should switch out since he can't do anything to me. We're just sitting here watching each other playing cards, pretty much. With 2 walls with no attack. See what he brings in at this turn as I bring in Light Screen. He should bring in the Greninja, since that is a major threat to my team. He does bring in the Heatran, which is special. I'm going to bring in the Gastrodon. I should be able to live 1 attack if he does go for the Hidden Power Grass. Although if he does go for that, I can go and Jumbo Puff and then just Encore and have a repeat of last time. So that's quite fine. I hope he goes for the Flamethrower instead. And then I can double switch into my Jump Puff. He does go for a Fire Blast. I'm sorry I keep calling that Flamethrower. Go ahead and use the chance to go on the I Kill God as he goes for the Hidden Power Grass now, since he seems like he likes to play safe or he does not predict well enough. Although that Skarmory was a nice prediction on his play. If I can kill the Heatran, that will be really nice for me. Although if I can't, I always have Croissant to just go ahead and finish it off, since it looks like it's running special attack IVs. Although he might have some defensive IVs into it too. Go ahead and Encore. If he switches out, that's quite fine. I would rather scare this out than to Encore him and have him keep kept in. Since I Kill God can destroy this thing. Looks like he is switching or contemplating on it. I really do want to go for that Sleep Powder, but I'll stay with being Encore just to keep it safe. In case he does decide to stay in and go for Fire Blast and I miss the Sleep Powder, I will lose I Killed God and I need him. He does switch, does go into Skarmory, he will be able to do the Brave Bird. I do have Reflect up and I'm almost at max HP. I might be able to live it. You know what, I'm just going to go for Sleep Powder since he shouldn't be running some. He might have 4 IVs into attack. If I'm calling IVs, I apologize. It just IV sticks to me easily. I don't know why. Hopefully I can land the Sleep Powder, get it on Skarmory, keep it stuck in with Infestation, and then just Leech Seed it off. He might have the Spice. I think he's planning with you. He does go for the Double Switch, trying to scare me out. Unfortunately, it does not work, and I still missed the Sleep Powder. That is 2 times in a row. Come on, God. You usually do better than that. He will go for the Freeze Dry. I am just going to Sleep Powder it again. Hopefully, I can land it this time. This is why I love Butterfree. One of my favorite Pokemon since Gen 1. Just get Compound Eyes on it, and Sleep Powder becomes a 95% accuracy. Very, very hard to miss unless you get very unlucky. Which has happened. He goes for the Earthquake, predicting the switch. Thankfully, I stayed in. He over-predicted, which is quite unfortunate on his part. I am going to Encore him into Earthquake so he can't hurt me in case he gets the 1-turn Wake, which has happened before. And I have been demolished because of it, because I was not expecting it, and that was my fault. I came unprepared. Stays in, go for the Encore so he can't hurt me. Hopefully he stays back in. I can go for the Infestation and keep him trapped, and just whittle him down. He does stay in, thankfully, so we can just keep whittling him down now, which is quite nice. He can't leave thanks to Infestation for about 5 turns. And we'll just be able to easily take out this Swine. Which means I have the advantage right now in the amount of Pokemons we have. If Encore ends, we can always just re-Encore it next turn, which is quite fine. Go for the Infestation again, just to get some more damage off on it. Because why not? I do keep Infestation on I Killed Gods for this exact reason, so that way I can annoy the hell out of people with them, and keep their Pokemon trapped, and using a move that does not hurt me against their own will. Encore should end this turn, so we'll go ahead and do it again, and Infestation is still in place, so that means he cannot switch. If he has the Icy Wind, he will be doing that now, so that we can get damage off, and probably kill me at the same time too. But if he does, that's all fine. He can go ahead and revenge it, kill it with Croissant. Really doesn't matter to me. Goes for the Earthquake. I have no idea why. I think he was trying to predict something. I'm not quite sure. Not sure why I did it. That was actually a very risky play on my part. I did not realize it was faster than me. I should have been paying better attention. That is entirely my fault. I guess he was Choice Scarfed. That is the only explanation I can think of. It was Choice Scarf, and he couldn't come out. Since he couldn't switch out thanks to the Infestation, he had no other choice but to use Earthquake. Greninja is the one thing I'm absolutely terrified of. I kind of want to stay and see what it does. But I will need I Kill God later for the Skarmory. So unfortunately, at this moment, what is Heatran at? Heatran is still at 60%, so I will need Gastrodon later. Meth can take the Outrage from Garchomp. What? We're gonna have to give up someone. I think unfortunately it's going to be Bitch Please, since she will not be able to do much this turn. For this game, looking at what they have. Actually, I don't think we're going to need Absol. Yeah, we won't need Absol. He is not a key player this time. I'm sorry, buddy, but you've done a good job. He does go for a Dark Pulse, which is quite nice. We'll see if it's Choice Scarfed or not. Because if he does outspeed me, then it is Choice Scarf, which would be quite nice. I'm gonna go ahead and go straight for the superpower. Just on the off chance it isn't. Thankfully, we haven't lost anyone yet. Maybe we can kill this Greninja. If it is, no, it's Life Orb because it lost some damage. But it is still faster, which is quite interesting. We're gonna go ahead and kill it with the superpower, which is quite nice. Absol did some work, even though I dismissed it for garbage this game. So I apologize, buddy. Thanks for doing your part of the team. I really gotta learn I gotta relearn. Sorry, all these base speeds and all this stuff. It's been what, over a year and a half? About a year and a half now since I stopped playing Pokemon like this. It's quite nice to go back into it. He will go for the Mach Punch or something. I'm quite sure. See no reason why to switch out. And if he decides to go for a knockoff, I don't want anyone losing any knockoff except maybe for the Metagross since it has used its effectiveness now. Now that the Greninja is out of the way, that's another major threat down. Thankfully, he does go for a knockoff, it seems. Or he goes for the Ice Punch, protecting the switch. Going to go for the Psycho Cut, which does some nice damage on it. Going to Math. Should have the knockoff. I believe he does, unless he's running some other weird moveset. Go ahead and get my Reflect. You know, when you get Toxic off, he probably has the Guts or Sheer Force on. Although he does have Ice Punch, so he might have Iron Fist, but I'm not sure that affects. No, this should affect. Iron Fist should affect Ice Punch, right, guys? I can't recall. Gotta learn this stuff again. My god. Hard to believe I used to be in the 200 rankings of OU, huh? No, he decides to go switch out. I get the Toxic on the Garchomp, which is quite nice. The Garchomp probably has the Earthquake. We'll Mega Evolve this one. I'm going to use the chance to set up Reflections. I will be able to live one Earthquake with a sliver amount of health from this range. Because I am physically the bulky. And running max HP. Even though it doesn't look like it since I have 307 attack. I am running max HP on this, correct? Yeah, max HP with Impish. So I will be able to live this with ease. My god, look at that damage. 24% on a super effective. Wow, just wow. I'm going to go ahead and use the chance to also set up Light Screen. While I have the chance, even though I should probably go for the Gyro Ball to get some damage off on it, but since I have Light Screen up, I'll be able to easily take any hit he wants to do. Does carry the Earthquake. No idea why he didn't go for that first turn. That is quite interesting. I will die this turn now, which is quite fine. I can use this to get the switch advantage. If I really want to be that much of an ass, I can send an Ikill God in Encore. But I think I would just, no, because he does have, no, he has Sand Force now because he Mega Evolved out of Rough Skin. We'll go to Croissant, go ahead and Waterfall and kill it, since I am Choice Scarfed with max speed. Double checking. Yep, max speed. Adamant. I will be able to kill it from that range. And live it. And not take damage, thankfully, because he Mega Evolved and no longer has the Rough Skin, which was actually scaring me, because Croissant does not enjoy taking damage. Much like Absol, he's a glass cannon and will die pretty fast. Go and see what our opponent's going to do. He might go straight for the Outrage, or he might decide to switch, which he does. Goes on a Conkeldurr, and go ahead and go for the Waterfall. Since I know it is not Choice Scarf. Not Life Door. Well, it might be Life Door, Sheer Force. But Absol did outspeed it, which means it's not Choice Scarf to go for another Waterfall. Go ahead and kill it. If it was Choice Scarf, Absol wouldn't have been able to speed it. If it's Choice Bandit, it might be locked into one punch. He does have the Mach Punch, and unfortunately he gets the critical hit, which is quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate there. I did not think he had the Mach Punch since he did not use it on Absol. Which is, I let down my guard and I paid for it with my life. That is my fault there. We'll be able to go into Bitch Please. If he's Choice Bandit, he'll be locked into it, and I will be able to live it with the Reflect up. Looking at his team, Extra Sensory will hit everything on it quite nicely, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. There's no reason not to. It is Choice Banded, so it does have the Mach Punch, but we no longer have to worry about that. Or he could have been just Life Orb, Shield Force, and just go for the Mach Off Punch to get some damage on Bitch Please. Sorry about that, I was taking a drink. Now then, we still have two of my tanks, which are both special defense, which is quite nice for that Heatran. Although we no longer carry a physical wall, which is quite scary. And now he brings in the Skarmory. Seeing as what we have, I think I'll just go for the extra sensory and hopefully get the flinch on it. So I can do it one more time and get as much damage as possible. I did save I Killed God just for this reason. He does go for the Toxic to whittle me down. He does carry the Roost, I know that. He might go for this turn. I'm going to take the chance to go on I Killed God, hoping he goes for the Roost and not the Brave Bird, because if he goes for the Brave Bird, I am screwed. If he goes for the Roost, I can Encore him into Roost, put Infestation on him, Leech Seed him, and then just stall him out. You might be asking, but if he's Encore into Roost, he'll keep roosting and gaining all his health back, half his health back. This is true, but I can always just stall him. He goes for the Protect, I'm going to Encore that right away. If he was locked into Roost, eventually he would run out of Roost. He only has 16 of those. And my Infestation, I believe, carries 22. So that'd been fine. I would have been Encored him for 3 turns. That's 3 Roost down for 1 Encore. Goes for the Protect, which is quite fine. He might use this chance to actually switch, since I will Encore him again. Anyways, I have 3 Encores left, unfortunately, so I will not be able to do that strategy, as it will only take away 9 Roosts out of the 15 he has, since he used it, 14 out of he has since he used it twice, which will leave him with 5 left, which would not be worth it in the end. I'm going to go Sleep Powder just to be safe in case he decides to switch out. I might want to just play it safe and go. Yeah, I'm going to play it safe for the Encore, because I know I can't live the Brave Bird. Thankfully, it does pay off. I'm going to go ahead and put the Infestation on him to get that residual damage off, although he will get the Protect this turn. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for the Infestation. I have 32 of it, which is a lot more than I thought it would have been, thankfully. He will get the Protect, since it is the first turn, or he will switch out. If he switches out into his Garchomp, we might be in a bit of trouble there. We'll deal with it when it comes, but we're in a tough pickle, and so is him, as I Killed God does wall it perfectly. I'll go ahead and go for the Infestation again, since it is protected. He might get the double Protect, which would be unfortunate. I don't think he will, but I've had opponents pull off 4 Protects in a row, resulting in me dying to Toxic, and I hate them forever. Dear God, my luck that day. He does switch out. I do the Infestation. He does bring the Heatran, which is what I was afraid of. If I bring in Gastrodon now, he will die. Oh, crud. I should have kept Crescent alive. I thought I could have killed it faster. Didn't think the Conkeldurr had Mach Punch because he didn't use on Absol the first time. Oh boy, that was a mistake on my part. And unfortunately, he did get the critical hit, which was able to one-shot him with the Reflect Up. Oh boy, my luck that time. Really have nothing to answer for this Heatran other than Gastrodon. And I do need I Killed God for the Skarmory. But the Heatran outspeeds my Gastrodon, and does carry the HP Grass. I have nothing to sleep on his side. If we can land the Sleep Powder, just please let you. Thank you! Thank you, I Killed God. You finally did it. You finally landed a Sleep Powder. Thank you. Oh boy, that was terrifying for a second. Get the Leech Seed off on it, do more damage. That should be able to kill him this turn. If he doesn't get the first turn wake, I hope he does not. Oh, thank God. Okay, Heatran's gone. That's another major problem gone now. He wasn't a problem, but I made him a problem. Oh my God, that was... Finally, my luck wasn't crap. That was intense for a second. I was truly getting scared there. Oh boy. Now then, I Killed God can just wall the crap out of Skarmory, which is quite fine on my side. The Garchomp is scary, but we can stall him out. Go ahead and send in Gastrodon to die. Just get that toxic damage off, hopefully. Oh boy, that was terrifying. I will send in Bitch Please next after this to go ahead and do the Psychic off. And let her also die to Skarmory. And also Skarmory should Brave Bird actually if I lead in with Meowstic. And I won't be able to encore into a protect or something, so which is quite unfortunate. I will not sleep powder again because I do not like sleep powder in the last opponent's Pokemon. Does go for the Iron Head, which means I will be able to live another turn and be able to start that Toxic more. I'm going to go ahead and go for the... You know, I'm not Wally, so I won't be able to recover. I'm just going to go for the Scald. See what Garchomp does. Gastron, thank you for living another turn. We get more toxic damage off on it. Does go for the Outrage like I thought he would. There goes toxic damage. Go ahead and lead off a bitch please since I am faster. We'll just extra sensor it, because why not? I could have sworn I put HP Fire on her too. He is faster, which is quite unfortunate, but he will die this turn. I really gotta learn these base speeds. That's one thing that's screwing me over the most. Can't believe I used to know all of them, my god. I wonder if it was Adamant or if it was, I think it's Impish. No, it's not Impish. It's, which one was I looking for? Naive, maybe? Might have been Naive. I know it's not a timid 100%. Will not sleep powder it because I do not like doing that. I know if I want to win I would sleep powder, but I will lose. Oh well. Shit happens. I do not like I don't like when people stall out like that. You deserve it. GG.